To me, you know what I thought when I first saw quarter circles? I'm like, wait. There's something. I have to actually practice and put effort in, and it's only a move? That's sick as fuck. Like, cause that's why to me, I always stay on the line that fighting games are the hardest, because I've played all kinds of genres. Never in my life did I go to a genre and I like, wait. I have to practice something? One thing? Now I'm like, that's sick. I thought it was the coolest shit on earth. Because I actually come from playing sports and actually knowing how to fight. And in real, so that's why to me, if you want to be called an esport, look at a sport. You have to be able to compare it. That's why Smash to me is not like you like. Oh, how do you do Kirby's thing? Okay, you do it. You don't need to practice Kirby turning into a rock. Oh, how do you do this? You just click. There is no practice. Oh, do you want to do a chilena? Homie, that's one of the hardest things to do in soccer. That literally takes years of practice. Oh, do you want to do a duck under? Okay, you could do it, but there's a way to do it, and whatever. Same thing. And then, oh, do you want to do electric god fist? Homie, you better have some years ready. You're gonna practice the shit out of that. And the thing is, this is why I also say, if you ever notice, never do you see people who actually do like perfect. Like every time I've talked to people who do pro stuff, right, and they've been in FGC, they're the ones who adapt the best at fighting games. Besides the fact that, like, oh, pro boxers, this and that, because I explained to them all how it is, and they're like, oh, okay, I get it. I gotta practice. They get that. But again, going back to these normie losers, they've never done anything hard in their fucking life, bro. These are like the pinnacle of privileged white motherfuckers who've never done shit. They get everything handed to them. They play punch a baby easy games. They get fucking bullied because they're losers. They're not very fucking bright. And they've never done an actual difficulty, because every person, even in my comments, if you practice music, you do art, or you do a sport, you understand a fighting game. You're like, oh shit, okay, I have to practice. And that's something the average loser doesn't understand. And I seen it with COD, bro. The amount of people that play COD, like, oh, I want to be a pro MLG player, but I never saw a single one of them, those motherfuckers practice. Like, that's the mind of these people. They don't understand that to get good at shit, you have to practice things, because these people have not experienced real life. Like, the honest reality, if you're a loser, is because you don't know what real life is actually fucking like. Fun fact, if something's actually like high skill, whatever, you have to fucking practice it, no matter how talented you are. And I discussed this with Wild before. You can be there is talent's a thing. Talent just simply means how naturally good you are at something and how naturally much better you can get at something. There's also reverse talent where you just suck. And guess what? If something's deep enough, whether it's a sport or a video game, like, it's not just one. Good example. I don't have a natural talent for Hadoukens. It took me a year to get the hang of it. I'm more talented at Shoryukens and for Sokros. Same thing in soccer. Some people are better defensive, more offensive. Oh, this guy has a, any sport. This guy has a better long jump, better long kick. Oh, but this guy, you are, to me, this is why an esport needs to be fucking hard. It allows for creativity and expression. That's what the ultimate thing is if something's hard and deep enough, everybody has something they can express themselves. And to me, if you're someone that hates motion inputs, you're a fucking omega tier talentless bitch. Because now, and we've seen this a bit even with SF5, if everybody can do the combos, the hardest combos, no, then it's not special. That's something that was lost in SF5 that SF4 had. You could be like, oh, that's the Sakunako combo, because only he consistently does that shit. Or a good example, even the standing 720. There's only a handful of players that can do that shit. Or the Itazan, something Itazan is notorious for doing. When you have something that has such difficulty that requires years of mastery, some people are going to lean towards some things more than the others. But if, like, something in 2XQ, we're going to call it, there's not going to be a combo that's going to be renowned. Like, I'll play it, and the combo I do that I release for YouTube, everybody can do that shit. So why do the easier combo? And that's really what it is, especially artists may not understand to a degree, but difficulty allows expression. It genuinely allows expression. Getting rid of difficulty, you eliminate expression. That's why arena fighters don't work as competitive games, because guess what? Everyone plays the fucking same. Without that difficulty barrier, how can anyone express them? How can people be? And you see this oddly, Counter-Strike. You notice older players or people don't have good reactions, they play a certain style because they can't just react as fast as the youngings. It's and again, even with boxing, why do we have orthodox fighters, fighters? I forgot what the other one's called. Or some people can do the Dempsey roll. Some people are more of a counter boxer. Again, if something's deep enough, there's different styles. Even with, and mind you, we can say boxing, they could be the same height and everything, and you could already have expressive things. And in fighting games, I definitely noticed a homogenization of character. Like there could be 10, I've said this before, there could be 10 juries. Bro, all 10 of you fucking play the goddamn same. Every last one of you motherfuckers plays the goddamn same. Because why play different? And it's not just because of meta. Meta's part of it, but it's primarily the dumbing down of fighting games. And we're already suffering this. And this is the whole different thing. At the end of the day, bro, if you have a problem with fighting game inputs, Just admit you're a scrub or you don't understand. And the other thing to me, what I explained, one of my nooblets, he says he was being nice. By the way, there's no such thing as a dumb question. So even you come into me, he said, I don't understand this whole thing with fighting with inputs. I think I get it. He and mind you, he's not a scrub. He actually put in the time and effort, and he just simply asked, why do we have emotion? They're so hard. I just want to do the thing. And I even told him the main reason why, right, is that my personal reason for expression. I said, because if we do that, what I do doesn't make me special. And he mind you, he respects me, and he has a decent geef, and he plays on modern. But then when I explained to him, like, here's the thing, good example, what am I notorious for? I'm notorious for whipping out command grabs extremely fast. I'm decent at 720s, but I am a reactive grappler. That's extremely rare. And that would only happen because of motion inputs. You realize, and I mean, he can agree, you can make him think, with modern controls, everybody can play like me now. Like, oh, do you want to do reactions? My loyal fans, you two don't use grapplers, right? I'm not mistaken. Vile, Mar, you guys don't play Zangief, right?
No, I haven't touched Geef since 2.
Right, but if I told you right now, for modern, if all you had to do is just press X, which is the modern, like, to do his command grab, doesn't that mean that you guys, if someone throws out a button, all you have to do is wait, press a button? My loyal fans! Doesn't that mean you guys now can do my thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and that's what I told him. It's like, yeah, people pop off when I do it, like, because you don't see it like in modern. And it's like, why do people like? Because you understand it's hard, right? And you can't even do it. Like, period. Mind you, him jumping, he still can't even do it. That means you have enough time. The fact that I can do it standing the fuck still and on reaction, that's what makes me godlike. That's why, what I'm saying? That's why there's what I'm saying? Doing something that is thought of as impossible is what makes someone good. And it's also satisfying to me. That's why the other reason why I get bored with, like, right now I'm at a trend where I can't stand most action games, because I'm bored of pressing fucking square. I'm not gonna press one button. I need links, I need timing, and I need execution. If not, like, what I'm saying? It's like I can't do it, bro. And that's the thing to me, is that people need to understand, that's the point of motion inputs. They are what's satisfying about fighting games, like, to the point where it's ruined me from playing 90 to 80% of other fighting game kind of things. Like, to me, Neo's a huge exception, right? Same with Jedi Fallen Order. They have things that supplement it. Mind you, Neo's a bit more of a complex fighter, and Jedi is kind of more simpler, but it does things to compensate for that, right? Like exploration and shit.
Yeah, very true. Like, the Jedi games are basically like they're really story driven, and there is a bit of complexity to it. But like, if you play like more difficult games like Neo and like, anything Souls like, you're pretty much oh, this is the easy mode in Star Wars.
Yeah, literally. And mind you, I really enjoy it, because at the end of the day, they nail what they do, right? Like, you feel like a fucking Jedi, which is the point. Yeah. And that's really what I'm trying to get at. So if the main people who are stubborn about this, fuck you. But people who want to understand, it's like I said, I know they'll understand. Like, oh yeah, okay, I get it now. Getting rid of motion inputs, like, no. First of all, they're the point of fighting games. Number one, that's the entire fucking point. And second, there's a reason we still have them around. They're fun. That's what a game's supposed to be. Fun. And as an esports sense, now you guys understand my point, because yeah, you get to have expressions. Like, again, good example, one of them, a Russian goalie, he literally, in mind you, there's no footage of him from now because he's old school as fuck, and that's why I love gods, because he was described his inhuman ability to keep the ball away from the net. And you don't need to be a genius. You guys see how fucking big that net is? You have to be cracked to consistently, like, most people, you will, as a goalie, you will get gold on. This dude had such little numbers, you could count them on your fucking hands, if I'm not mistaken. That's how godlike he was as a fucking goalkeeper. But guess what? Would that matter if the goal fucking was small as shit? No. You see, it's the same thing like with the whole dribble thing. It's like, we need to make the goalpost small or whatever. Oh, so because someone wants to feel good about themselves. These people are the kind of, again, same thing as the people who, that's why I don't like MMOs, because it encourages dumbasses who don't play real fucking video games. Like, like, don't get me wrong, I think turn-based, but at the end of the day, they're not real. They're closer to like a walking sim, because guess what? There's no execution required. You have dumbasses like this, I'm a World of Warcraft developer. They play Elden Ring. Oh, this game sucks, like whatever. No, you see, this is the thing. If you play a hard game and you're bitch, what you really mean to say, oh, I suck. That's really what it is, bro. And you guys are gonna get called whatever. And at the end of the day, the best way to put it, I could just say, oh, yo, let's throw hands, bro. And then you guys can see how little you guys know shit about anything. At the end of the day, bro, every person I've ever seen, met, whatever, has personal problems and sucks IRL if they bitch about fighting games, bro. Because if anything, I've seen people get up because of fighting games. Like that's why a lot of fighting game pros, fun fact, have quit fighting games, and a lot of them have become more successful because fighting games are good example. Look at me, I have a way better paying job because I don't fucking play competitive anymore because like the money's not fucking there because we have the huge majority are dumbasses like them that don't understand why fighting games are fucking great, that we have to have VTubers get into it. See, VTubers are nice. They're like, okay, they admit, okay, I'm not that good at games. And then they're like, oh my god, I see why fighting games are cool now, to the point where one of them, Subaru, got to Master Rank and she was humble and she was like, that was the hardest thing I've ever done. I know I'm not a real Master Rank. I'm like, oh my god, she actually, like, first of all, the fact she already got to, that is impressive. Give yourself props, Subaru. But the fact that she understood that she's not a real Master Rank, she actually understands, whereas too many people get to Master Rank and they think they're hot shit. Like, no, dude, if you didn't get Master Rank within the first month, let alone 3, you're not a real Master Rank in Street Fighter. I'm gonna keep it $150 with y'all. Because it's so saturated, because of this mentality of everybody has to win. That's why I don't like modern ranked in fighting games, because now everybody's a fucking winner. And I don't like that mentality. That's that bitch shit, you know? But that's my rant. I went off on that because that's how I felt about that, dude. Like, holy shit, bro. I don't know if you guys want to add to that, Mr. Mar.
This is